Underdog, the public speaking version, Kelly Husby.
Public speaking. We all know someone who appears to be a natural rock star. It may make us jealous and think that some people are just gifted in this, right? Wrong. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, I'd like to share with you the story of a girl who wasn't initially good at all in public speaking, and share her personal journey of how she proved that with drive, desire, and dedication, any obstacle can be overcome. Who is that person? It's me. When I was young, I was terribly shy. And part of that meant getting so nervous when I had to speak in front of an audience. I was a classic introvert, and I never wanted to be the center of attention. In high school, when I started having to present, I was that student. You know who I'm talking about, right? The one with the shaky voice, the sweaty palms, and I would literally freeze when I had to speak. The idea of everyone staring at me, this shy introvert, was literally terrorizing. I think a few of you probably felt like that before your first Toastmasters meeting. Now, in high school, during my sophomore year, I had a teacher, Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis was also the coach of Speech and Debate Club, which meant he had us giving speeches in class all the time. And he would always tell the best speakers that they should join the speech and debate team so that the team would win the state championship every year like they always did. As you might guess, I was not asked to join. In fact, to be honest with you, I was the worst speaker in my 10th grade English class. However, after a few miserable experiences, I realized that if I was going to have to keep on speaking in his class, I needed to do something about it. So, I joined speech and debate. Not because I was the best speaker, but because I was the worst speaker. When I showed up for the first speech and debate meeting, people were surprised to see me, but nevertheless were happy to have another member. As I started regularly attending meetings, I also found that there was a type of speaking I enjoyed. Expository speaking, which means a speech with visual aids, or for a shy introvert, it meant speaking and focusing the attention on something else. Now, as part of being in speech and debate, we were required to compete. And I also realized that the only way to motivate myself to practice giving a speech was to sign up for a competition. So I did. The first speech and debate competition that I didn't go very well. Despite all of my practice, I forgot half my speech, got really nervous, and just froze. If you're in Toastmasters, this is known as speech number 1. After about a month later, though, I picked myself back up and signed up for another competition. In Toastmasters, this is known as getting through the Competent Communicator Manual. I continued to do speech and debate throughout the year, although I never got very far in the competitions. I started to see myself improve little by little, but I never placed. Then, as the year came to the close, the big state competition came around. We signed up, and I put all of my efforts into perfecting my speech, getting critique from anyone who was willing to listen. Then the day arrived, and I gave my speech. And I made it past the first round. Then I gave my speech again, and I made it past the second round. Then I gave my speech for the final time. As they started announcing winners, they started with 6th place, which I thought I could get. But it wasn't me. And then 5th place, but it wasn't me. and then fourth, and third, and second. And it wasn't me. Did they forget me? No. I ended up winning in expository speaking, which for this shy introvert, more than anything, was a true personal triumph, because it meant that challenges like public speaking can be overcome. A few years later, when I went off to college, I noticed that I was starting to lose these skills I'd worked so hard for because I wasn't speaking regularly. So I looked for public speaking organizations. And what organization do you think I found? Toastmasters. I immediately joined, and I've been a member ever since. What I've learned in this personal journey, it is that it is truly incredible how being able to speak in front of an audience can transform someone, even me, and give me confidence in all sorts of random situations. From answering questions my boss asked me on the spot, table topics, to just having better conversation with people at an event. So, for those shy introverts in the audience, probably in the back, I see you, I hope you know that you do not need to be gifted at all in public speaking to excel at it. You just need the 3 Ds: drive, desire, and dedication. And a great organization like Toastmasters that can transform one of your greatest weaknesses into one of your most powerful strengths. Madam Toastmaster.